identify additional.
Suspects are a part of the so-called Rich Rollin criminal ring and are allegedly responsible for 92 break-ins across West LA, the Pacific Division, Hollywood, Wilshire, West Valley, and Topanga. LAPD and its partners served simultaneous search warrants on Wednesday, August 20th at 8 different homes. Suspects are not believed to be connected to the rash of burglaries in Encino and the surrounding San Fernando Valley, which is a disappointing reality for many who were hoping for a break in those cases.
It definitely gives you some hope that they are cracking these cases and solving these crimes, but they also said that some of these date back to 2022, so it could take 3 more years. It could be 2028 before they solve burglaries that were committed in 2025.
The DA says these suspects will face a maximum penalty, and for those with 1 or 2 prior strikes, they could receive life in prison. That's the latest from Encino tonight. I'm Rachel Menitoff. I'll send it back to you in the studio.
Thank you, Rachel. Disturbing cell phone video taken during an illegal street takeover in Compton shows a car slam into onlookers, sending several people flying. The video taken around 2 o'clock this morning at the intersection of Victoria Street and South Susanna Road. Deputies did not respond to this scene. They tell us they responded to another street takeover around the same time at Atlantic and 11. By the time deputies did respond, the crowd had cleared out. It is not clear if anyone was seriously hurt.
In Porter Ranch, crews are assessing the damage after an SUV crashed into the reception area at a Kaiser Medical Center. A Jeep crashed into the building on Rinaldi Street, coming to a stop inside the waiting room. One person was taken to the hospital after suffering injuries. Workers say it could have been much worse.
The receptionist area literally sits right up against the glass that person went through, and there's normally 2 seats for the receptionist to sit at, and then right beyond, maybe 8 feet, if so. That's the waiting area for our patients.
The cause of the accident is still under investigation. The driver remained at the scene. Kaiser anticipates the building will reopen for regular hours.
The man accused of the violent stabbing death of a Valley Village man has pleaded not guilty to 2 murder charges. 27-year-old Eric Escamilla is accused of killing Manny Hidra in April during a break-in at the victim's Riverside Drive apartment. During that investigation, detectives linked Escamilla, a transient, to a 2022 murder of a woman in Woodland Hills. That murder also during a home burglary. Escamilla allegedly attempting to burn the crime scene.
A 29-year-old man who police say wielded an assault weapon at a woman and her young child at the Westfield Topanga Mall before stabbing her when the weapon malfunctioned has been charged with attempted murder. Shane Suffern says also faces charges of attempted kidnapping and possession of an assault weapon. Suffern is being held in lieu of more than $5.3 million bail.
Grammy winner Lil Nas X has pleaded not guilty to 4 felony charges after police say he assaulted officers while wandering Ventura Boulevard in his underwear last week, as seen in this video shared by TMZ. The singer was charged with 3 counts of battery on an officer and 1 count of resisting. Bail was set at $75,000. He was also ordered to attend Narcotics Anonymous, though his attorney says he was not using illegal drugs.
The family of a slain Woodland Hills doctor is suing his ex-wife and 4 alleged co-conspirators in his death. A year ago, Dr. Hamid Mirsojai was gunned down outside his office. Police say the 61-year-old was targeted in an ambush-style murder. The doctor's ex-wife and 2 men are charged with murder. 2 others are charged with accessory after the fact. All 5 are named in the civil suit.
This is very hard for me. I miss my husband every day, and this was not fair for my 1-year-old baby to lose her dad at a very young age. I try to be strong for my daughter, and I just want justice.
The suspects have all pleaded not guilty.
A mother arrested on suspicion of murder in the disappearance of her 7-month-old son is speaking out from behind bars. The child's father is also in custody on suspicion of murder. This weekend, he was seen with detectives in a remote field in Moreno Valley.
KTLA's Jean Kang has the latest in the search for baby Emmanuel.
Hi there. There are new developments in the search for 7-month-old Emmanuel Haro. His parents are behind bars on charges of suspicion of murder. His mother is speaking from jail for the first time. Rebecca and Jake Haro were arrested Friday at their Cabazon home on suspicion of murder with malice. This comes over a week after Rebecca claimed her baby was kidnapped from a Big Five store parking lot in Yucaipa while changing his diaper. She made an emotional public plea for his return.
Please come and bring my son back, please, I'm begging you.
But the couple is now accused of killing their son. In a jailhouse interview, Rebecca maintained her innocence, saying, "I will not give up on my baby," and wishes she was out searching for him. On Sunday, Jake Haro was spotted in a jail jumpsuit during a massive search in the Badlands, a remote area near Moreno Valley, about 10 miles from where the baby was allegedly taken. More than a dozen San Bernardino County Sheriff's vehicles and cadaver dogs searched the steep terrain for hours. Jake was present with investigators, but not helping. They found nothing. The case has drawn national attention. Authorities conducted extensive searches in Yucaipa and Cabazon, served multiple search warrants at the Haro home, and are reviewing surveillance video. The Riverside County DA's office is in charge of this case. They say if the couple remains in jail and is they can arraigned as early as tomorrow. Reporting here in San Bernardino, Jean Kang, KTLA 5 News.
The University of California has begun negotiating with the Trump administration to restore $500 million in grant funding. The LA Times reports talks involve 10 of the 24 UC regents. The White House says it will release those research funds if the university pays a $1 billion fine to address allegations of anti-Semitism on campus. Talks are reportedly in the early stages. Both sides have expressed willingness to sue if a deal cannot be reached.
A Cal State Channel Islands professor arrested during an immigration raid at a Camarillo cannabis farm has pleaded not guilty to interfering with ICE. 37-year-old Jonathan Caravello was detained last month at the Glass House Farms, arrested on suspicion of throwing a tear gas canister at law enforcement and charged with assaulting, resisting, or impeding an officer. Attorneys say he was trying to protect his students. A trial has tentatively been set for October 14th.
A marijuana dispensary on the Sunset Strip in West Hollywood has been burglarized again. Deputies responded to a call at Urban Leaf around 4:30 this morning after burglars shattered the storefront's window in order to gain access. It did not appear, however, that anything was stolen. LASD says it's the 4th time they've responded to this location this year.
Santa Monica looking for a new top cop after Police Chief Ramon Batista announced his resignation over the weekend. He will step down October 4th. No reason was provided. Batista assumed the role in 2021 after the interim chief stepped down in the wake of criticism over the department's response to the George Floyd protests. In his resignation, Batista touted several achievements, including launching a computer-aided dispatch and protecting homes during the Palisades fire.
The FAA issued a 1-hour ground stop at LAX today due to thunderstorms. Incoming flights were not allowed to land from about 3:45 to 4:45. This is a live look now at LAX, where it is calm and relatively clear. Normal operations have resumed at this hour. Ground stops were also put in place at Long Beach Airport and John Wayne Airport in Santa Ana because of those ground stops at 4 o'clock.
Well, with a look at the current conditions, let's check in with meteorologist Vera Jimenez. V.
Wow, and did you see that sunset? Always magnificent.